Greetings, Batprince here, and today we are playing Strategic Mind. One of them, there's more than one, isn't there? This is Fight for Freedom. I need a tutorial. I don't know how to play tanky games. I'll tank at tanky games. Let's do some basic training. I mean, you guys get to see how the game plays by watching me do a tutorial, right? Then you have to go and do it yourself when you decide you want to
Welcome
get
to the
this
Strategic Mind tutorial. In this operation, you will learn how to deploy and move your troops, attack the enemy, and be victorious. If you are new to this genre and have not played many turn-based war games, we advise you to complete all the tutorial operations. You can skip
Turn-based,
any
yes.
message
War
by
games,
clicking
no.
on it with the left mouse button.
Cool, thank you. Click.
Units under your command are listed in the Units panel at the bottom of the screen.
Cool. The regular unit, please?
To the left, you can find the minimap, which will help you to quickly get your bearings in battle. All
Nice.
objects are marked with the corresponding color. Your units
So I have
are green,
three.
allied
They're purple.
units are blue, the
They're
enemies
red.
are red.
What? I'm purple. I didn't even pick that. I just loaded
In
up.
the Units panel at the bottom of the screen, you can see the unit that is currently selected,
Info.
the tank. Open its Unit Info screen. The Unit Info screen contains all the key
Ooh.
data about the selected unit.
That's a lot of data.
Under the unit picture, you can see its strength,
We can increase
both
it.
the unit's health and damage output. The unit's combat parameters are
Combat
with the
parameters?
mouse over the combat parameter. You will see a hint with a list of all bonuses and now click on the highlighted parameter. This is more detailed information on right under
Alright.
the combat parameters. You can underneath it, you can see the skills panel. The unit's
see.
class is indicated. Now close
Yeah.
the unit in. It is
Alright.
high time for troops deployment. Look at
Yeah,
the
it is.
highlighted hex. Now
Put
deploy
it.
your artillery unit to the adjacent empty hex.
This one?
Deploy the tank unit.
Okay.
Great. Now your army is ready to do battle.
Aw, look.
Click on the
that's
End
my
Deploy
army.
button to begin the operation.
Oh, what? End deploy.
In the top left corner of the screen, you can see the list of your primary and secondary objectives for this operation.
Can I watch these to move around? Can I move around at all? Action locked.
Above, you can also see a victory progress bar.
Oh,
This bar
nearly
indicates
there.
how well your troops are doing in the operation.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
At the top right corner of the screen, you can find the Command Points button. Command to the left,
Cool.
you can find the Prestige
How many
button.
things I can still do?
Select the tank by clicking on in the bottom right corner of the
Can only
screen.
go this
You
far?
can see the unit's action panel. It contains the Unit Info button, where you can see key parameters. Ammo, which is the ammunition icon.
I don't
Fuel,
want to put
the
anything
canister
on the
icon,
bridge, just in case
and
someone comes along and
movement
destroys the
represented
bridge.
by the
I
boots
know this is the
icon.
tutorial, but like, that seems like a bad idea. Anyway.
To the right, in the Unit Actions panel, you can see the Embarkation and Headquarters Skills button. The hexes where the unit can move to are
Oh, we can move up, but we can't.
Now move your
So if I
tank
move
to the
here, I can still
designated hex
shoot,
by
but if I
clicking on
move
it
all the
with
way
the right
up,
mouse button.
I can't. I'm gonna click. Oh, you want me to go there? Dugga there.
Usually,
I
units can
rode
move and
over
attack
something.
only once per turn.
What did you break?
However, there are a number of exceptions to this rule, which will be presented at the later stages of the tutorial.
Okay.
Units can attack either before or after their movement.
Press the left mouse. to
Select
continue.
the infantry unit. As you can see, the infantry has fewer movement points than the tanks.
That's
To solve this problem, infantry can be equipped with a truck, then select the artillery unit. Move it
With the
into
truck.
the designated hex.
Why do I have to go here? Don't run over my inventory, guys! Oh, you killed them!
Your troops
They're
have
all
moved
dead.
to an advantageous position and are ready to storm the city on your next turn.
Alright.
Now your tank can already start firing at the enemy. Move your mouse over the enemy unit, and
Right
when
click.
you see the cursor change to a target symbol,
Bam!
all of your units have finished their turn. Click the end turn. Ahead is the city occupied by the enemy troops. Onward.
Onward! Then attack me back.
First, we need to do some. Move it into the designated hex.
Alright, I'm gonna get into the city first.
Now select the artillery unit. Begin the artillery bombardment of the enemy positions.
Kabam!
Select the infantry again. Attack the enemy unit in close.
Wow.
Select the tank. Move it to the adjacent hex. finish off the enemy infantry.
Boom.
This time your troops occupy the victory hex. It is marked with a golden color.
Mine now.
Congratulations.
Yes.
You have successfully finished the operation. Now you have the victory screen in front of you. It presents a detailed breakdown of the operation.
Sorry, I just realized it was very, very loud. I suppose that's been annoying y'all.
In the
Damage.
leftmost column, you
Victory
can, the central
points. We
top
don't
right
need to
you
know
may have
about our
noticed that,
points.
so
Return the
you're
game.
back in action.
Yeah, we are.
A couple more turns left to deal with these issues.
Yeah, we got
As
this
all
guy.
your troops have already finished their turn. You have to click the end. The enemy
Yeah.
still holds some infrastructure. You have to capture that hex and get rid of
This
the
one.
enemy unit to get an
Will
absolute
do.
victory. There's no better way to start the attack than artillery bombard. Attack the enemy.
Okay. Yeah, boom.
Select
Then I'm
keep
gonna go
attacking
these
the enemy.
guys.
Finally, select finish off the enemy unit.
Boom. And then
All
move
enemy
into
units are
the
defeated.
square.
Capture the hex where the enemy. Brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Click on the victory progress bar.
Victory
As you can see, you
progress.
can click on the finish operation button.
Finish. We did all the things. Yes. Should I continue with tutorials or should I just like jump into a game? Supply and infrastructure. Army management. This seems like stuff that is for when you get really into the game. How about, oops.
Welcome to the
Nope,
Strategic Mind
nope,
tutorial.
nope.
In this
Retire.
operation, you will learn how
Main
to
menu, please. That's not what we wanted.
The best
just
diplomatic efforts
click
of the
on
Western
something.
powers could not stop Hitler's growing ambitions,
No.
and only ignited his hunger for more conquests. Poland was invaded by the German army, and it is time for the United Kingdom to declare war on Germany and intervene.
Good.
There is no solidarity in
I
the
guess.
ruling bodies, as many are still reluctant to enter the war for the sake of Poland. Yet,
Poland?
shrewd statesmen already see that there is no room left for the political negotiations. From now on,
Of course there's no room. We're outside.
argument is military strength. You will take the role of Sir Harold Alexander, an experienced and talented British commander. Your task is to get the most out of every situation and lead the British troops to their ultimate victory, however far it may seem.
Really?
His Majesty King George VI, the Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and the British people have put their trust and their hopes in you.
Why you gotta be so loud?
Sir Harold.
Start the game. But after I... No, that's fine. Start the game. Storytelling. You're so loud! Don't be so loud! Oh, we got some tanks coming up to the German-Polish border in the 1st of September 1939. Oh boy, we got a lot of tanks. Man, I thought this game was going to give me all sorts of things, but this is all the tanks I get. And that's quite a lot of tanks. So
much for efforts to appease Hitler. It took those dreamers of the parliament long enough to realize dictators only understand overwhelming power.
yes.
Well, my
Yes.
eager to drive the Germans back into Germany.
I wish the French were also ready. I've seen their frontline troops. They're more rabble than an army.
Still, we have
Yeah.
enough forces
They just
to
want
throw the
to
Germans back
throw
into their barracks.
wine bottles of glycerin and hide the fallen Madonna with the big boobies. And I will say this only once.
Our
Or
politicians
whatever.
disagree.
And if my wife finds
War
out,
on Germany, but it
she'll
seems
kill
that
me.
They expect Hitler to back off because of some harsh words.
I take it Prime Minister Chamberlain won't authorize an offensive operation?
He won't. I will get him to come around eventually, but we'll lose precious time while he dithers and dallies.
How much more time does he want?
stop dithering and
The
dallying.
British don't strike now. Poland is
What
due.
does that even mean?
Along with their hopes
Aside
of
from
resolving
wasting
this war
time.
quickly.
I'm telling you, the
Just say
French
wasting
are not
time.
ready to strike, and I won't risk our expeditionary force all by itself.
Okay,
If the French
boy.
aren't ready now, they won't be any more ready in a year. They learn to fight once they get into action. We must strike now when the German defenses are weak.
That is true, but I won't waste my men's lives. Brooke is right. We need a clear plan.
Finally, a measured opinion.
Brooke is right.
The situation is anything but clear.
Need a clear plan.
Gentlemen, any ideas on how we
I
tackle
like that
this
voice
operation?
actor. He's good.
General Alexander, Prime Minister Chamberlain was against our involvement in the Saar offensive.
Okay.
But I managed to convince him this would show our solidarity with the French
I
and
see.
our willingness to take decisive action.
Right.
Nonetheless, keep in mind that this is chiefly a French affair. Avoid pointless heroics and try to keep our troops unharmed. Your main task here will be to capture a lodgment for a continued offensive. Capture the picket at the German border and the city of Hornbach.
Understood, sir. We'll begin immediately.
Alright, so we
General
have to...
Alexander, our forward units report
Are we
numerous
British?
minefields around enemy positions.
Would have been odd if there weren't. Tell the field commanders to keep their eyes peeled and send the sappers in if there's so much as a whiff of a mine ahead. We need those minefields cleared before we start maneuvering.
Minefield? I didn't learn about minefield. Capture the border of the settlements. I don't know. I'm going to put this guy
Action, I think.
here-ish.
Your forces are comprised of both core
No, not
and
him.
non-core units. Core unit strength indicator is green and round-shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon-shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Sounds like a plan.
I can't attack now. What's going on?
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit is attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Move it.
Fire the main caliber!
How do we make this guy come out of the truck? Because that's my artillery that I wanted to use. Or whatever it's called, I don't know. Let's just send the
Tactical
planes in
bombers are
the
flying
bomb.
artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops.
Come on, send in the planes.
Aircraft units overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers.
Too bad!
Tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
On our way to the coordinates.
Fly fast, hit hard. Be there soon.
Get out of
Just
there.
say the word.
We can't do it.
Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
Get him!
A clean hit.
What do you mean
Infantry
surrender?
standing by.
There's no surrender here. What is this even doing?
Tank squadron reporting.
Can't move up.
Fly fast, hit hard.
Can't do anything.
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment.
I
It is
kind of
also
like the
best unit
constant
for
chatting in my
cities,
ear. That's kind of
mountains,
nice,
forests,
actually.
and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched
So can I
infantry
make-
is a tough target for the enemy assault.
I can make, like, things. Which is interesting. We can build, but I don't want to build yet. Get out of here. So, if I just end my turn, which is bad, I guess.
This unit has heavy equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport.
How do I build a supply hub? I didn't learn how to build yet. Supply point. I don't know. Just a supply point. Oh, that's their supply point. Yeah, I don't know how to actually build from these things yet.
Any orders for us?
Not really. 21 out of 26. So what are the other things that I could be doing? Doesn't matter.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft,
Being
units,
attacked!
two types of damage: lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored.
Boom.
Units always receive only lethal damage. However, they have multiple ship parts with their corresponding HP. Thus,
Cool.
damage against them is split. Ship parts except the hull are repaired over time by ship maintenance. Hull HP cannot be restored in any way during the operation.
Boom. Someone blew up, but it's not my team. It's everybody else is fighting. Guys, stop. I don't need to see your turns, do I? Clickety click. Does that work? Just clicking through it so I don't have to watch?
Greetings, General Alexander. An
Ooh.
MI6 agent contacted me recently and mentioned that a shipment of machine guns has just been transferred to a warehouse in Walsheim.
Okay.
I believe a small detour is now in order.
According to the plan, Walsheim is to be captured by the French. But then, if we're in a position to get there first, what's the harm? One cannot tell these German names from each other. Mistakes.
Oh, rude.
Thank you, General Menzies.
Oh, good. So I can go back to
Scout.
my guys up here. Yeah, go scout. Here.
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides you with full intelligence information regarding the presence of enemy forces, thus making your attack more effective. A reconnaissance unit can move several.
General Alexander, I am sending you more reinforcements as we speak.
Thank you.
The Matilda II heavy tanks, among others. Try to keep them where they can maneuver, and no enemy weapon will pierce their armor.
Okay.
Recon units standing by.
Didn't I tell you to go here?
Up ahead.
Where?
Attention! Ambush up ahead.
Guarding the Empire.
Oh, there's mines on the ground there. How do we get rid of mines? Suppose if I move up to here. Take that, power pole. Then I can
Any orders for us?
take up those
Unit
mines.
has run out of ammunition. Move it within the supply zone to resupply it. Supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Oh, whatever. I don't know what you talking about. It's too much.
Coordinates received. Guarding the Empire. Moving to coordinates. Ready to flatten some fools. Any orders for us?
Yeah, attack.
Form up, form up.
Anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks.
Ready for action, I think.
You think? Good enough for me, I suppose.
Which way towards battle?
I don't know how to take them out of their thingies. Oh well. We'll sort it out eventually. Meanwhile, this is the bad guy.
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
Okay. Where'd that plane go that I wanted to kill?
On it, Commander.
Bomber squadron ready for duty. Opening.
Take him out! Woo! Bomb 'em!
Eyes peeled for enemy fighters.
Royal fighters standing by.
Can only move you a little bit.
Officer approaching. Tommies are here.
Some folk over there. Let's get into here.
Onwards.
Our timing is always impeccable.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just say the word.
Where do you need us?
British infantry reporting.
Looks like I've done just about enough.
Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
Can I use it then? No? I don't know how to do this. How do we untruck things? Untruck. I'm sure there's a button that does it easy or something that I just didn't learn because I skipped all the tutorials. There's a truck symbol on it. Take it out of the truck! Take it out of the truck! Menu. Hotkeys. Take something out of the truck. N selects the next music unit that can move. That's cool. View all. Sleep mode. Hex grid. Show unit info. Show. Oh, that didn't tell me. Oh well. I guess we can't take it out of the truck until it's been there for a turn, maybe. No, we don't care about the AI. Let me just take over this next little city and then I'll be fine.
Locked and loaded.
Alright, next unit that can move.
Beware the fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy troops with an artillery unit nearby.
Whatever, I'll deal with it.
Officer approaching.
These guys... Whoops. No, they can stay there. They're protecting, okay?
God,
We can
please don't be
protect over
sentry
here,
duty.
right? You are sentry duty, sorry.
British infantry reporting.
No.
Giving it all we've got.
Yeah, you move. Do a bomb here.
Being in the attack run.
Pew, pew, pew.
Affirmative.
No escaping us. Care package incoming.
Boom!
Moving the clouds.
Guarding the Empire. Got a clear shot. You can't outrun this tank, mate. Say goodbye.
Say goodbye!
Careful when you send your tanks into city, mountain, and forest terrain.
No!
If you run into enemy infantry, any skirmish will likely result in heavy losses due to close quarters.
Oh. Sorry.
Orders confirmed.
Get out of there then.
Tank ready for action. Target in sights. Save that for the combat record.
And then move back out again.
Tank ready for action.
Can I attack that? Or can we attack? We just gotta move it? I don't know.
We're
Here,
on the move again.
off you go. Whee! Disappear.
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone. The delivery of supplies to the unit has been stopped. The supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
What?
Tank ready for action.
I did it bad?
Where to go?
Oh.
Anti-tank cannon reporting.
No, you're fine.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
Commander?
Ready for action, I think.
Big caliber standing by.
Where guys can you go? Can you go into
There
here
in a
maybe? Take over that? And then we can't attack, so N10. Don't worry about the French. Just worry about us. Ah!
By Jove, Bernard, what were you thinking? Losing a race to the French.
Oh wait, did we lose? No, we didn't. Yeah, my life. We're gonna take over this now. Shush.
Any orders for us?
We're gonna take over these
Got a
guys.
job for a tank?
Can we?
Ready to flatten some foot.
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6 levels of entrenchment. Each level of entrenchment increases all defenses by 1. The unit loses all levels of entrenchment when it moves. Naval and aircraft units cannot gain entrenchment. Each attack against an entrenched unit reduces the entrenchment level by 1.
A soldering life for me. Officer approaching. There's no outmaneuvering us. Just say the word.
Commencing bombardment.
Your aircraft are out of ammunition. In order to rearm, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within supply zone. Carrier-based aircraft can use carriers as an airfield.
I'll do
Where
that
do you
next
need
turn
us?
then.
Key point
Here.
is ours.
Get in there and
His
kill them.
forces are now in control of the German border outposts.
Oh good, that's what I was meant to do.
The Germans don't seem too eager to resist. Most of their forces are still in the rear.
I don't like this. Keep your wits about you. There must be a reason the Germans are stalling. I'm sure they have a cunning plan. They should, for their own sake. Now, you must capture the airfield in Brightfort. Do this, and we'll be able to reinforce you with some aviation.
Oh, okay.
Understood, sir. We're on the move.
Well, that's enough of grid-based war games for today. I'm sure I could get a hold of it if I could play it for like another 10 hours straight, right? I'll see you kiddies sometime later. Nighty-night.